Hello and welcome back to another WRC gameplay, and as usual welcome back to the studio, and this is your host Sunil, and welcome back to the Sunil Show. Cue the intro. Well guys, let's get it on, right? So first up on the event, so there are seven to eight races, I think so, maybe on the track, and we are down to 28th place without any qualifying on our laps, right? So let's get into the quick play and let's set some speed records and let's create some new records on the game, right? So let's hit the quick play and let's see what's happening on the first agenda of the season. Well guys, this is gonna be the first season of this gameplay, and there are gonna be records that are gonna be broken, and some records that you might see on this game does not have me or my steering wheel associated with it, because I tried without the camera, because that's little bit kind of frightening for me to do it. So I tried it and that was not good. So the first track on the race is the Rally Monte Carlo, and we are going to try with the Agnes track. I don't know how to spell it, and we are going to take it on the WRC2 or maybe the WRC1. I think so. I think Travis Pastrana is on WRC2. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comment box below. So let's take the Citizen C3. Oh, and by the way, welcome back to the cockpit, ladies and gentlemen. So this is my homemade cockpit DIY system, you can tell. Well, it's not most fascinating system, but it does the job correctly, right? So let's start the gameplay, right? And what else? The first race of the season. Ooh, it's good. Sweet turns. Okay, it's time for the starting grid and time for action, baby. Let's start the stage. Okay, this is Agneries and the Beauvray reverse. I don't know what that means. It's 100% asphalt with a distance of 7.48 kilometers and an elevation of 365 meters. I hope it rains. Yep, it rains. So now to start it, I hope the cockpit cam is good. So starting in first, up to 60 and 70 and 80, 90, 100. The main point of this race is, guys, please keep sure to make the RPMs above 5000 RPMs at any situation, and also be careful because there is a lot of rain in this, and there goes the crash. Oops, the driver has crashed. I hope he can turn it back. I hope he can do it. Yep, yep, he turned it. A lot of crashes. I hope the turbo is good. He keeps on hitting it. Keeps on hitting it. Time for an overview F1 turn and the tunnel with 30s. Oops, and another dash. Oops, oh my god, and there goes it. If you're not careful, that's it. You're gonna die. I promise you that. So, okay, time for a 4-length turn. I don't know what that means in terms. So, if anyone's right there watching this channel, please do comment in the comment box below. Hitting 105 kilometers per hour. I think Sunil is flying on the laps. I heard from him personally, he's a big fan of Ken Block and also Travis Pastrana. That's why he's driving like a madman on snow. And there are snow also, guys, which really affects the handling. As you can see, the car is flying right and left on the track. And Sunil tries to keep it on the track with 85 miles an hour and also 50, 60, 70. Keeps on climbing, and there comes a new dead zone. I hope he's too good for the dead zone. Let's see. Oh, he crashes again. And I think that's because his steering is not functioning very properly, and there is a lot of mishaps that is going on. As you can see, there is a latency between the wheel and the game, so that's why it is happening. I hope he corrects it on the next gameplay. So this is a stage 1 of the WRC rate, first stage rally racing, and there's a 50 inclined racing. I hope he keeps it in the track. Yep, he tries to keep it, but his steering is not controlling him, and the car is flying like a madman, that's for sure. So he keeps trying it hard. Okay, don't slip it down. And therefore, a sweet handbrake turn, and he slows it, and he fucks it up. Okay, back in the race, keep hitting it, keep going. Oh shit, tap on the small. Okay, keep on going. He's trying his best to keep his lap out there, and the fans are sure cheering up for an eventful day today. I hope his steering becomes good for other races as he's trying very hard and he cannot get it OI and breaks. Remember one thing on rally racing days, the more speed you get, it is good for you and safer for you in the track, except for that part. Yep, he went into the bushes. And there's a turn 4 with a slight left incline and a hill and a right. Yep, the navigator is telling him all sorts of things, do not cut it. And I think Sunil is not getting it into anything and just hitting it like he wants. And oops, okay, there comes another sweet turn. I hope he makes it. Nope, he fucks it up again. And he goes down the drain. I hope his car has power to drain him up. Come on, he's trying very hard. He's going above 6000 RPM. Servos are spooling up. And he's back on the track. Oh, and there's another contender left on the track. I hope he is alright. And he slides again and he applies a handbrake, which is not too suitable in tight regions. But still, he makes it apart. And he keeps on hitting it, keeps on going. I hope there is a good turning. Yep, there is some small turning right over here. And they approach a top elevation angle. And although you can see that it's 3,355 meters to finish line. And Sunil is flying like an eagle on the sky. He's crashing the roads. He's smuggling all rainwaters. And he's currently demolishing all the snow and many parts of his car also. I hope he does it. And this guy has been in the race for long seasons and this guy has not won any records still, but he's trying to beat some records today. I hope he does. I hope he really does. Because he's trying his very hard to keep the car in control, but there is a heavy slick rain and the tires are not gripping up well for this terrain. And yep, there goes the slip. That's what happens when you press it too hard. And he keeps on going, keeps hitting it. He keeps on trying to get it 100 so that he can make it on the top floor with less amount of damage. And shit, he blocks it. Okay, I hope he gets it back. And he hits it, keeps on hitting it. Come on, keep 104. Okay, he's on third gear, 104 miles an hour. Oops, and there goes on again. The main part of this corner is very tricky, guys. This, I like to call it the devil's den. Right, so this, whether you go too fast or too slow, it's gonna concave on you whatever the season is, right? So you gotta be careful. I hope he knows all these things. I hope he has driven here and hope he will conquer this dent. And he keeps on hitting it. I hope he'll do it. He's going, oh my god, he's redlining to the max and hoping to increase his time. Already you can see it's on 544, 545. And it's going and it's still 1097 kilometers. Oh, there's some small cut. Yep, there's a good bridge right over there. Keeps on hitting it, keeps it coming. Cool, smooth finish. Come on, baby, you're still 800 meters up to the finish line. And he keeps hitting it. I hope he gets a record of 6 minutes, maybe 7. And there comes another sweet turn. I hope he does it correct. And yep, he makes it correct. Yeah, well, not too stylish, but still he makes it, right? That's all the point. So, come on, there's a twisty and then a sweet handbrake turn. I hope he doesn't cock up this time. Oh, he cocked it up too much and the car slid. I hope the power is good. Yep, I hope it has body damage, 81% of tire damage. And the last corner, he keeps it in the track and he fucks it up again. I don't know what happened to the drift. I think it's because of the wet conditions of the track. And you can see there's a lot of body damage. And on the places also, he is placed on the 25th. And that's not a good for his career. So I hope he gets it on the second stage of the rally. And we'll see you there after a short commercial break. Okay, time for the second part of the race. It's same track on the Larry Manticalo on the second part of the race. I hope he creates a record right here, and he starts again. Sunil is back on the track. I hope he can hit it on a top speed run, and he's currently doing not so bad. He's hitting it. So this is a new i20 Hyundai i20 or i20, whatever you want to call it, and it has a all-wheel drive system which helps him in the rain. As you can see, he's conquering like a giant. He's keep hitting it. He's trying his best to keep the car on the track, and still he manages to slip out and on the pavement. And bystanders too are trying to help him, but nope. Yep, he cut cuts. Yep, that's what he do. Okay, he puts it on reverse. I hope he can do it. Yep, he goes back. Oh yeah, he scratches. And there may be some dents on the planes, but who cares? The car is still running, right? I hope the car is good. Well, oh shit, he keeps it again. Come on, don't hit it. Come on, man, keep it on the track. Keep it on the track. Well, there are still 4,655 meters to the finish line, and he has crossed the first checkpoint, inevitably. But still, he's conquering. He's still hitting the RPMs too hard, and he's trying not to be on. Yep, and not to hit the rocks, and he has done it. So, time for a new sweet handbrake turn. I hope he does it. Nope, he fucks it up again. He cuts it little bit short over the edge. That is not too good for a handbrake turn, but still, let's see what's going on the top floor, right? So he keeps on hitting it, and another sweet turn with the 50. Come on, and he hits the guardrails, and that's gonna be a big pain in the ass for the mechanics to repair. But still, he's conquering. Oh shit! Yep, time for a flying lap. Yep, he flies like a maniac. Let me tell you that, guys, he flies like a maniac. That's what you get when you have a motivation of Ken Block and Travis Pastrona on your heart. You don't care about your car, you just care about your time and whether you finish. You don't care about your life, you're fearless. That's what is happening right now. And there's a close call bridge, and oh no, shit. He really fucked it up this time. But still, he's on the record, I hope so. He's still hitting it. Yeah, oh my god. And he goes blast. I hope he can retrieve it from that. Nope, he dashes again. I hope something is wrong with the driver. If he goes like this, he may not have to. Yep, he goes dash again. Come on, man, turn the steering. But anyway, he gets back on the track. I hope he shares some times. And that's gonna be a little bit hard on the time, but still he's hitting it out. Yep, the rain is making it too hard for him to do all these things. Another sweet turn, and he gets into the snow. I hope it plows it out. Yep, it plows it out, and it keeps hitting it, keeps hitting it, keeps hitting it. Come on, not in the box, man. Come on, man. You're too good for that. Come on. Okay, he's on the track right now. He's keep hitting it, and the innocent bystanders are passing by. They are waving hi bye, whatever they want to do. And time for a small bridge. Yep, this is the tricky part of the section because this has narrowed a bit, and I hope he's ready for all the outcomings that are gonna come after this. So he still keep hitting it on the track. I hope he knows the track very well. And yep, time for another sweet break. Nope, he hits it. And he goes over the fence. I hope someone helps him. And he's back on the track. Keep hitting it, boy. You can do it. Come on. Oh no, not to Python this cars. Come on, man. You were good for that. Nope, on the snow again. Nope, he's on third gear and he's up on the snow. What you gotta do, man? The helicopter's back on their top, filming some stuff. And there's a twin twisties. And we still got 1,400 meters to the finish line, and still he's hitting it hard, but the car has sustained heavy damage and it's not making any moves like the first. So he's trying it very hard to keep the car on the track, but still it keeps hitting it. Come on, you can do it, man. Keep hitting it. Oh my god. Nope, not the walls, not the rocks. Okay, this is why this is called as a devil's dragon. If you hit the rock, next thing you're gonna hit is the barrier, and then you're gonna fly into the air with a 50 meters of flight time, and someone down there maybe can see your underbodies. And now for another time break, and he does it sweetly. Come on, baby, keep hitting it. Keep going, keep going. Come on, baby, you can do it. And time for another sweet break. Oh yeah, he does it. He does it sweet and clean. That's some spectacular news for you guys. And the finish line is up to the mark. And I hope he does it. I hope he creates a record. Nope, on the ending he crashes it. Why he has to do it? Yep, he does it on a 5 minute 43. And he's on 14th place. Congratulations, Mr. Sunil. And for that, now there's no celebration because there are still first places and second places to beat. But still, let's up the game a little bit, right? So see you after short commercial break. Okay guys, let's do it. So this is my own record, climbing the Chilean Andes through the clouds. And this is not gonna end well. So I'm gonna take the Ford Fiesta Avis with my driver as Pedro Heller and co-driver as Mark Mati. And it's about 21 kilometers with a 926 meter elevation, and it's most hardest track on the planet. And also it really needs some tough drivers to drive on this track because it's too wet, too damn soft on the ground, and the car doesn't appreciate it. So this is my personal best, and you may say it's not good. And then yep, okay, this is embarrassment, guys. I actually cut it some out because it was too embarrassing for me itself to watch it. So this is my time. Well, this was, let's say, hit it about a week and a half before I filmed this because I need to know how much I could do it, right? So as you can see, I'm on the last place with 1,000 races with a 16 minute 46 832 minutes. That's definitely not good. And this is the first place they did it in a 10 minute 45. And from that last week, I have been practicing too hard to complete the next challenges. I hope the driver Sunil Selvan makes it to this next event of the race. So these are the lap times of the last players, right? So if there are more than 1,000 players, so this is an international online event you may start it. And I tried it too many times and still got no one there. But now for the next stage, let's up the difficulty by another 100%. So it's time for the new Sunil Selvan driver to get in the car office. I think so. It's new car and a new manufacturer, and this is the Argentinian lands with a little bit of waterfalls and stuff. So this is a heavy track, and as you can see, it's a 14.74 kilometers track with a 4.4 meters of elevation. And now it's time to start the race. So as you can see, this is a muddy pit flow, as you can call it, and this track is not good for any new drivers or any rookies, and both of them are in the category of Mr. Sunil. I hope he does it, and he cooks up the first corner. I hope he do it really good. Come on, man, you can do it. Yeah, the power and will of Ken Block. Keep on hitting it. Keep on going. And this track has too much of, what to say, corners, hot corners you may say, like, yep, as you can see, there are a lot of waters, there are a lot of rocks, there are a lot of passengers standing by, and there are a lot of, what to say, tough ground to cover up, and you cannot go more than 75 kmph, and that is about 55 miles an hour, I hope so. And because this track is kind of, yep, he does the drift perfectly, executively. And okay, time for a twite twisties, time for a smooth left, another smooth left with a lot of water. And these waters that are in this are not too good because these waters tend to pull you out of the track, which you will see in a couple of minutes. Some drivers have fallen out, some drivers have maybe chipped over, some drivers even fallen out of the race. I hope Sunil doesn't do any of that, and he's trying to keep it under wraps of second gear AET policy. and he's going for the high revs, a low gear policy, which may help him in the hills. I don't know how it's gonna help him in the downhill section. As you can see now, he has hit a hill again. This is what happens when you hit a hard rock solid or maybe too fast at water. It brings you down. I hope he carries some speed to the chronos. Nope, he went up to the rocks and he survived. He tried to keep it on the track. He's very hard and very best to keep it on the track. And he's still keeping it on the track comfortably. And there's a lot of water. And this is the tight section that I call it the devil's urgent. So it tightens up very badly and you cannot land it or you cannot cut it anywhere. And there's a small bridge that you can cross it. If you go too wide of your car, that's it. You're gonna crash and you're gonna be lost, right? So another tight turning coming in. I hope he's ready for that. He goes smooth and he hits the rock. I hope he don't goes down the drain. And he's still keeping it on the track. Good for him. And he's flying. He's still flying and this is a too long course, right? I hope he makes it in a record time. Yep, he flies. Okay, that's what happened. He hit a rock and he flew down. So there are still 11,795 meters to go to the finish line, and he's already crossed the first check mark and also reaching the second box in an incredible time of 3 minutes 17 seconds. I hope he keeps it up, and he comes in with an outstanding bypasses, taking all his phones and stuff, and he tries to keep it on the track, but the track conditions are too poor that the car is not responding to any of his movements from the steering, and he has to do a lot of stuff. And as you can see, he has hit a rock. I hope the car doesn't take any body damage, because this is a course where no rescuers can come out, because this is a hard course and this is also a little bit tight course for the rescuers to come. So if you're stuck, that's it, you're gone. You have to wait until the race is over, which is over by the night time during the mid-fall of 2 o'clock, I think so. And that's not good for you. You cannot be staying on the route for too much long. Yeah, see, that's what I told you. If you come in too hot, and you're gonna die. And he's gonna clutch click in, and he's got it in second gear again. And I think he's gonna finish this entire race in second gear, I suppose. He has crossed the checkpoint number 2 and is reaching the checkpoint number 3 with an incredible time of 4 minutes 28 seconds. Congratulations, Mr. Sunil. You're the new top leader. I hope so. Oh yeah, he flips it up. Oh, he keeps it on the track. He forgets to turn the wheel a little bit more so that he may avoid the rock, but he did not. But still, he's pacing it through it. And now for some sand dune parts. Now the rocks are all clear. Now it's little bit of tight sand to worry about, and there are a lot of waters. If you go too slow, you get stuck. If you go too fast and if you hit a water, that's it, you go flying off the ground. And on the right side, as you can see, there is a 1,500 meter drop, and if you go down, that's it, you're going bye bye. Well, he still keeps it going. I hope he does it. He still goes. Time for checkpoint number 4, and you have still 94,400 meters to the finish line with an incredible time of 5 minutes 28 seconds. He's acing this, man. He's really acing this. Some say that he has driven this WRC game for at most 24 hours in a single day, and he has conquered many championships in quick races and also some careers, and he has gone from Ford to all the biggest manufacturer companies. So he has a reputation to hold. If he breaks this record, his reputation is to be upheld. But if he does not do that, he's gonna be gone forever. And nobody wants, an untold record to be there. As you can see, he slowed down a little bit. That's because he hit the water too fast, and that got him stuck in the waters. And the sand is let's say like a muddy sand, and there are outstanders, and he cucks it up. That's because you have too much water in your wheels that makes it too sticky and too slippery in the track. And if you go into corner and press the brake, it just diverts you into dampness and goes it. Yep, he flies off the track. Yep, that's what I told you. Be careful of this track. So again, he's on the track back with a 9 minutes penalty for somebody pushing him out. So he has to be careful of the waters. I suppose he might knew that. He might not. So this is the first time he shifted in the third. That's new for everyone, and is pretty much hitting it really hard. And he also completed the checkpoint number 4 with an incredible time of 7 minutes 19 seconds, reaching the checkpoint number 5. And still there are 7,295 meters to go to finish line. I hope he still does it. So he's pretty much red limiting the RPMs of the car and hitting 135 kmph. And he keeps hitting it. Come on, man, you can do it. Oh yeah, he flies by everybody. And he tries to keep the car on the track. That's because the track is too slippery and it's not responding to any of his. And the car is little bit all over the track, as you can see. Speed is the key to solving any mystery, as someone told. And there's 150-degree turn of the square, and he does it perfectly with the first gear. And second and third, I hope he goes into fourth. Yep, and back to third. He has to be really careful on these corners, because of these corners there goes a lot of thorn trees that might puncture your tire and you're maybe out of the race. As you can see, he fall down, and I hope he gets back onto the race, because that's one thing he has to do. And he's back on the track, he's hitting it, and he's still going. He's really patient and really calm. Time for another handbrake turn. Sweet pulses, and he hits it top of the floor. And he steep going. Time for another sweet bend. I hope he does it correctly this time. Nope, he does it, but not with a flare, with that style, with the flanky style. Nope, he does not. He just keeps on hitting it. He just want to finish a record and not style. And he tries to keep it on the track. There's a lot of oversteer and a lot of understeer of this car, and he's trying to keep it on the track. Oops, and there's water crossing. Yeah, he does the water crossing in a 65 kmph. That's new for rally racing, guys. And he keeps on going. Oops, hit the rock. Nope, he's still on the track. He's now only pushing the car to his limits, pushing the car into third, and is little bit over revving the engine. I don't think that might help the car, because it's gonna heat in overtime, and if you heat in this situation, that's it, you're gone. As I told before, you're gonna stuck here for the entire race. And there's still 4,755 meters to go, and he hits a guardrail again. I hope he keeps his record. And he crossed the checkpoint number 6 or 7. By this time I already forgot what checkpoint he has crossed, because he that much interesting watch, guys. And if you're not, and he goes on the sideways. I hope the car's still back. Yep, he got skills, bro. You got the skills to pay the bills, but he still keeps getting it. There are only 2 checkpoints and then a finish line to go. I hope he doesn't screw it up. Yep, he screwed it up, and he's back on the track again. I hope he doesn't get any penalties from the judges. And he still keeps it going, and there is literally hitting the rev limiters. I hope the engine doesn't blow. And he's taken a Citizen, I think so. So I don't know how that engine is keeping up. Mainly the Citizens are not known for their reliabilities in the game. I don't know what about in the real life. Okay, he has one last checkpoint to hit, and then the finish line. Well, he's keep hitting it on 130. Wow, he's flying through these corners and down the drain. And back on the track. And now he's got a grip of the car. He's going into third gear, which is a first. He's hitting 115, 114. Man, he's flying. He's flying through the skies. Time for another quick turn. 80 degree. Come on. Yep, he did it with a flare. Come on, let's keep hitting it. Come on, he tries to keep it on the track, but the track is very slippery. Oh, there's a broken gate. Oh, that's what he's told to be cool stuff. Okay, I got it. Let's keep hitting it. Oh, he went upstairs. Yep, that's what you get when you press the handbrake for too long and the car makes it into a heavy underslide. Yep, he's coming out to the last checkpoint. That's the last type of good U-turn, as you can say, or maybe a drift. He does it perfectly, keeps hitting it, keeps getting it on second gear. He's still keeping it under 100. Another water slide. Yep, this is the fastest ever rally races are given, and he still has more to go. He has still another 1600 meters to the finish line. I hope he is prepared for all the stuff that are gonna come, because the finish line is the most gruesome part of the entire track after all of this. So he's actually hitting it. So this is a soft part because this track is fully wet, and this does not let you control the car. Basically, it lets you control the car, because this track you cannot do anything. As you can see, he hit a fence and off to the farm. I hope the farmers are not too angry of him or does not put any case, because this track does not allow you to control. It makes your car slide like a butter and a toast. As you can see, yep, he hit a rock again. Yep, this gonna, okay, he tried a J10 and that didn't work because he hit another rock, and he hopes, yep, he made another reverse, which is first in rally racing, but still he keeps on flying. Man, look at that position of his steering wheel. Man, he keeps it everything. He's sweating like a dog pig, I hope. Well, he's still flowing it. He's still flooring it. And for the finish line, it's gonna be there in about, come on baby, you can do it. He has a recording standing time of 13:49. Keep going it. It's a flat to the finish. It's a flat to the finish. Come on. Time to hit the finish. Yeah, he hit the finish in an incredible time of 13:48. Congratulations, Mr. Sunil. Oh, it's a Citroen C3 RS. So he comes in at 25. Not bad, not bad. So there are maybe 350 members of this online event, and he came back with a 25. Respectable position. But still, there are a lot of ways to go. But until then, it's all for now. And it's your Sunil signing off. We'll meet you on the next episode of WRC Valley. Peace. You may thinking what I'm drinking? Well, this is an energy drink by, let's say, Travis Pastrona and Ken Block himself. As you can see, I have the image right now. So, the WRC Championship, I got everything by, let's say, with the help of my mentors, Mr. Kenny G himself, and what else? His trucks, and also Mr. Travis Pastrana. I'll put an image on the last after this, right? So I hope you enjoyed all these things, and tomorrow's gonna be another great day for the vlog, because the episode starts tomorrow of my secret project. So let's meet you there. Until then, it's just Sunil signing off from Sunil's View. Peace.